Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy George Michael Perez, aka GMike. Y'all already know what it is, baby. Back with another episode of the G Perspective. Before we get into it, follow me on my social media accounts: Twitter at George Mike Perez, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMike Media _. And then the podcast, the audio version itself, is available on all podcast platforms under the G Perspective and on YouTube as well. This week, we got the Green Bay Packers visiting the Miami Dolphins for the Christmas Day kickoff. It's going to be a dope event. So I brought on two fans of each of the teams, Triqon Bethel and Jonathan Lorenzo. And we get into the Los Bandoleros fantasy football playoffs because both of them will face each other in the second round of the playoffs. It was a dope conversation, fun, interesting, and exciting topics. Hope you guys enjoyed just like I did. And please click the subscribe button and leave some comments. Appreciate you guys and hopefully see you guys soon. What's good, my boys? We got Mr. Triqon Bethel, #1 seed in the Los Bandoleros Fantasy Football League, and Jonnysayword, a.k.a. Jonathan Lorenzo, the hottest rapper out of Miami. Y'all already know. Y'all go listen to his stuff on Apple Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your music at. What's up, my boys?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all fucking doing? I'm sorry. How y'all doing today? How are you? Let's get it. I'm hyped. You see it, everybody. It's here. Green Bay jersey. When I wear this jersey, things happen for me. Let me just say that. Let me just start off the podcast like that. Let me just say, everybody, to the audience, y'all know when y'all see this shit right here, guess what Triqon doing? Dominate. All right, George, you can go ahead.
No, but because the fans are gonna ask, what does he do? What exactly does he do when he has that jersey on? Please answer for the folks at home.
Explain, because I've never seen anything with that jersey on.
Oh, so you didn't see this jersey when I was the little beer pongs, the little pong balls going into the cup. I was wearing this same exact jersey. See, this thing is, this jersey is like, when I put this shit on, it's like Superman putting on his cape. You feel me? Like, I'm unstoppable, man.
Well, in case you in here, Tricky, Superman's getting recasted, boy, and it's this guy right here. He's coming for the new role.
Listen,
if
you were able to, play fantasy football as good as you can rap, I'll be scared of you in the playoffs, but I'm not. So.
All right. We started off good already, but before we get into the rest of the fantasy football talk, let's get into the game this weekend because your two respective teams are going at it on Christmas Day, and I don't think I've ever seen the Dolphins play on Christmas Day ever. And so it's gonna be wild. We got the Green Bay Packers visiting the Miami Dolphins this Sunday. Hey, it's gonna be a good game, fellas. Let me start off with Trick right quick because he's already on this hype train. He's already feeling himself. Hey, how you feeling about your Green Bay Packers visiting the Miami Dolphins this week?
I think last time Green Bay played Miami, we won, and it comes full circle, baby. History repeats itself. I definitely see Green Bay winning. The last time I was on the cast, I was talking very bad about my team, and and first I want to apologize to all the Green Bay fans out there. I'm sorry. I suck as a fan. I should hold my team down no matter what. And right now, this weekend, I see Green Bay smacking the Dolphins' ass. The Dolphins right now are exposed, dog. They're exposed. Their defense is getting torched by everybody, man. Everybody. You got Stephen A. But you know what kills me? Stephen A. Smith is really behind the Dolphins. He's like, oh, that's a good team. That's a good team. They defense getting exposed out there. Defense win you championships. That's facts. And if your defense is lacking right now, which they are, teams are putting on 30 points on this. Teams are putting up 30 points on the Dolphins. That's crazy. That was not happening in the beginning of the season.
You done just lying to the people, or you want to keep going for a little
more?
No.
Hey, he's not technically he is not lying. But I'm gonna let you cook. Go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Tricky's doing what he's doing with his fantasy team. He's making the Packers seem bigger than they are. The Packers have 6 wins on the season, 2 which came against probably the worst defenses in the NFL, against the Bears and the Rams, trash. Outside of that, y'all had 4 wins all season. The Dolphins are playing Bills, Niners, and a hungry Chargers team, which we lost. I'll give it to you. The Dolphins don't do good in the cold, but we coming back. It's about to be 159 degrees in Miami. Aaron Rodgers ain't used to that. The Packers offense ain't used to that. The only thing I see that might mess up the Dolphins is the Packers run game, because our defense is suspect. That middle of the field, they got 2 bona fide running backs that can, every carry, they got a good running back on the field. And that's the only thing that worries me as a Dolphins fan. Outside of that, our offense might fuck around and put up 40 on the Packers. And I don't think their offense can compete with us.
I'm definitely seeing a shootout, but we got that boy Watson, that young kid, that young killer. That boy's out there putting up numbers. That boy out there, that kid is out here putting up numbers. And if you got Aaron Rodgers, one of the GOATs, throwing him the ball, it's gonna be a shootout. Don't be out here, because your secondary is like,
no, it's suspect. It's suspect.
That shit is non-existent. That shit is shit is crypto, baby. That shit ain't real, nigga. That's
crypto. It's just in the air.
Yeah, that's just shit. Like that shit doesn't exist. I mean, listen.
I don't know. I just don't think the Packers offense don't exist for me either. I think it'll be a shootout because our defense is gonna allow big plays, and we might, y'all might fuck around and put up 21, maybe 27. Yeah. But I think the Dolphins can easily put up 30. We put up 30 on the Texans in a half and bench Tua for the second half.
Who's the Texans, though?
Their defense is just as good as y'all defense. Their offense is trash, but their defense isn't that bad. And we put up 30 on them in a half, and Tua got to sit down and enjoy the rest of the game watching from the sidelines. Mm-hmm. So for me, I see where the Packers can put up points because our defense is suspect, but just our offense is too dynamic that their defense is not going to know who to guard on what play. And if we stick to the run game like we should, like Mike McDaniel said he was going to, we're going to be all right, because we also got 2 running backs that can put up 100 yards a game. We got 2-3 receivers that can go for 100 yards. So we chilling on this side.
When they catch.
When they catch. All right, it's hot. That ball gets sticky when it's hot. When it's cold.
When Waddle catches the ball, he's on. When Waddle doesn't catch the ball, y'all offense looks fucking crazy because they're double teaming. They're double teaming Tyreek the entire time. If Waddle's off, it's like, damn, what y'all gonna do? I try to run Monsteur's getting stopped in the middle. I don't know why they don't utilize a lot of screen passes, man. If the Dolphins utilize a lot more screen passes, I'm telling y'all, who's going to stop the Dolphins?
I think the issue is that McDaniels is trying to hype up Tua so much that he wants Tua to be the reason we win. Therefore, he goes for him to, throw the ball and, for him to make the big plays. And he goes away from, it's 3rd and 1. Give Ingold or give Cedric Wilson or Mostert the ball, bro. It's 1 yard. Just have them get the first down and keep it going. But he's no, we're going to go for an 80-yard touchdown pass right now to Tyreek Hill. And then it's a bobbled ball or it's whatever. He off target and then we turn over the ball. So as long as we stick to team ball and not just trying to give individual players their praise, it's gonna be a big dub on Sunday, paired with a big dub for me in fan. This is ultimate Johnny Tricky.
Wait, hold on. Before you keep going on that, real quick, let me throw out some facts for you. All right.
Okay.
The Packers are on a 2-game winning streak right now. Okay. Yeah. The Dolphins are on a 3-game losing streak right now. The Packers are 2-5 on the road, and the Dolphins are 5-1 at home. So it cancels out right there. Now, the only thing is the Dolphins are great. They're one of the top 10 teams in the league right now when it comes to running the ball on short yardage gains. So, for example, if you're on 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, and you guys run the ball, you're great at getting the first down. But like you're saying, Mike McDaniels has been shying away from that. When he gets close into a game, like against Buffalo, when you guys came back on Buffalo, at the end of the game, when you guys were like on second and 2 or 3, third and 4, whatever, you guys go for the pass instead of running the ball like you should be. Like, have you getting success on how you have on the pass plays? Now, you guys are 27th in rushing in the NFL, so your rushing attack is not great. The only good one was last week, Munster, and then maybe 4 games before that when you had Jeff Wilson and Munster do good against the Texans and another team before the 49ers. Yeah, exactly. The Packers are in the middle of the pack in the NFL and everything. Offense, defense, passing, and rushing. So their team is a little above average right now.
Thank you.
The only thing is that with the Packers and the Dolphins, like how you guys were talking about the defense of the Dolphins. If the defense of the Dolphins can actually put work down against these receivers and maybe even the running game, A.J. Dillon doing work. Aaron Jones is only really good at the receiving attack. His rushing attack is not all that great. If they can do something about that and not let the Green Bay Packers score, the Dolphins win this game 100%. But if the Packers get to put up points, it's going to have to be Tua, okay, now I got to come back onto the field and now I got to score this drive. And then after a while, it's going to turn into that shootout, and then you're going to have to rely on your defense in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, and that's going to be tough for Miami, 100%.
We don't want that. As Dolphin fans, we do not want Aaron Rodgers on the field.
1 minute
drill.
Woo! Woo! I get goosebumps, bro. It's like seeing Mozart create his symphonies. It's like seeing, the Da Vinci Code, feel me? Like it's like seeing
the Da Vinci Code.
It's like seeing an artsman do art right in front of you. It's a masterpiece. And I gotta relish this. I don't know how many seasons are left for Aaron Rodgers.
That's old Aaron Rodgers. 2-minute drill is looking like, Da Vinci painting something, but now he got watercolors and finger paint. He don't got the right tools around him. He don't got no paint brushes. He don't got no canvas.
He does not.
He's making macaroni art right now. It's still art, it's still beautiful, but it's little macaroni art that the Dolphins, we're gonna put it on the fridge and we're gonna be like,
this is nice. Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because right now I'm looking at it. Tyreek Hill has 109 receptions. Jalen Waddle has 62 receptions. The highest receptions for the Green Bay Packers is 46 with Allen Lazard, and then Christian Watson with 29. Obviously, Watson didn't really play a few games because of the injury, but still, Allen Lazard had been playing the whole year, and he only has 46 receptions. That is insane, bro.
But Tyreek is one of those athletes. You feel me? When you say top receivers in the league, Tyreek is there. You got Tyreek Hill, you got AJ Brown, you got Devontae Adams, you feel me? You got Justin Jefferson.
Why you? Yeah.
I'm not saying away.
I'm saying AJ Brown before Justin Jefferson. You peeped that, right?
Listen, AJ Brown. Let's say that when you say Minnesota versus Philadelphia, what team are you picking? Honestly,
Minnesota versus Philadelphia. I'm honestly probably picking Minnesota.
Nah, I'm picking Philly because their defense, Minnesota's defense is cocky.
Minnesota's defense is trash, but I just think Minnesota has been through so much more adversity this year that they know how to win close games. Where it comes to the Eagles, they're just breezing through the season. And I feel like when that gets to the playoffs, it might not transition as well to especially Jalen Hurts a little dinked right now. He's a little injured. Like Kirk Cousins to me, it's trash. I don't think he's a great quarterback, but he's having such a good season that it's like players around him. He doesn't have. It's like Tua. Tua don't have to do much. Tua just has to not fuck up. When Tua fucks up, the Dolphins lose. Like if he's not just doing the bare minimum, we lose. All he got to do is just boop reception, boop reception. Oh, he's an open guy. Boop. That's it. That's what Kirk Cousins is very good at doing.
And Kirk Cousins is a thug, bro. He's a
thug. He gets invited to the cookout.
You're taking away from his legacy right now. That man is winning. That man is winning games.
He's a winning quarterback.
He's winning. He's putting it in places that it needs to be. Like this is a very good. I'm seeing a great quarterback this year.
This
And
year, definitely. This year, definitely.
100%.
But years in previous, I'm on the same boat. Like I think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's that quarterback that's gonna take you over the hump. Just like Dak. I don't think that Dak will take the Cowboys over the hump like that. Like I feel like it has to be.
Damn, that's how you feel?
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's how you've been playing, bro. Like, you got to speak the facts, man. That's how he's been playing
wow.
lately, and that's how Kirk Cousins in the previous years. That's how he's been playing. But this year, he's showing he's come with a different mindset, and I think it has to do with the head coach. Like he's
Yeah.
putting in that dog mentality into his brain. So I feel this year, 100%, he's a great quarterback, and he deserves that Pro Bowl selection that he got.
Oh, hell 1000%.
And in fairness to him, he also he's never had a good team as he has right now.
Nah, he has a
Offensively.
True.
He has a
true.
Stack offensively. Like,
Yeah.
Imagine Stephon Diggs would have stayed. It would have been insanity.
nah, you're talking about Stephon Diggs, Thielen, and JJ as your wideouts.
And
You have no choice but the ball.
Madison as their running backs.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
come on, Madison, bro. They look like twins. I'm like, yo, is that Dalvin Cook? Is that Madison?
Facts.
Like, Jesus, like that.
And that's the thing is that even though their defense is bad, like look what happened against the Colts. Defense trash, gave up 33 points in the first half. Then their offense was just on the field so long that it just took the other team's offense out of rhythm, and that's it. They couldn't, they come back and win the game, which is like.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about Philly against Minnesota. If Philly does that, they go up on Minnesota, let's say 28-7. Minnesota's not coming back like that.
Yeah, against Philly, it's a wrap because their offense is not gonna fold like Matt Ryan and the Colts.
Exactly.
Even if it's field goals, they'll make sure they're putting up field goals. Like it's gonna be too hard of a gap to like reach. But I just don't think that. I mean, I don't know. You never know. The Vikings fold a lot in the playoffs, but I think they got a chance against the Eagles.
Do they? Nah, bro. I'm sorry. The Philly is the most dominant team in the NFL right now. They are beating people. They are laying this meat on people. Like it's like you at the bar. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to a nice girl. This 6'7" black dude come and say, "Hey, baby, that's my girl now." You know what you gotta do? You gotta get up and walk away. That's what Philadelphia is right now. They are basically taking your girl from you, and you can't do nothing about it. You can fight as yard if you want to. You can shoot at this guy. You can hit this guy over. I'm talking about you putting out everything. You putting out all the tricks trying to hit this guy, and he's just dominating. It's like fighting. It's like fighting in a dream. You never win.
Well, yeah, man. Hey, that game is gonna be taking place this Sunday. Green Bay Packers visiting the Miami Dolphins. It's gonna be a great Christmas game for sure. Green Bay is gonna realize what the hell Christmas is in Florida, the hot summer.
What do you mean? We're getting a cold front, baby. It's gonna be 40-something degrees
compared to Green Bay, bro. That's chill,
exactly.
Boy.
So you coming from -24 to 46, you feeling good. Now Miami, again, Miami's not used to this. It's 46. Yo, I'm going outside in a turtleneck, and I'm going outside, and you feel me? I'm going outside. I'm fucking layered up, baby. I'm layered up. I'm wearing gloves. 46 degrees. My house is not even that cold. You feel me? Like that's crazy. So it's
nobody's house is that cold.
Yeah, dude. I think that's a problem.
It's gonna be very cold. It's gonna be extremely cold here in South Florida. Miami ain't gonna know how to act like they don't know how to act in Buffalo. Man, listen, they are not ready for this cold. Green Bay, 21-14. Let's go.
21-14. That's 14. Your call.
Them hands frozen. You think you can catch? Ooh, that ball hits your hands. It feels like it's like concrete, man. I played in the 20.
It's gonna be 40 degrees in the morning, and by the afternoon when the game starts, it's gonna be like 75.
It's a night game.
Like
it's a day game. 1 o'clock, boy. Prime sun. Shit gonna be chilling. It's gonna be a beautiful day to play football. Dolphins. I got 30-27. Dolphins on a game-winning field goal.
I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game too.
Yeah.
I mean, both defenses are gonna let up. I don't think. I don't know. I don't see Miami really stopping the Packers scoring, bro. But if they could get at least one good drive, if they could get at least one good stop on the Packers, maybe in the late third quarter, in the beginning of the fourth quarter, they maybe have a chance. But other than that, bro, I don't know, man. And the losing streak that they're on, man, if they don't snap this, for sure it's gonna
Oh,
be
it's
tough
over.
for them to make playoffs, 100%.
If we
But
lose Sunday, you
no,
can
You
book
gotta
that.
win. You have
you
to
still
win.
have a chance. No. You still
Yeah,
have a
you have
chance
to
if
win
you
the last
lose.
2 games.
You can
have to
book
win.
it if the Dolphins lose Sunday. You could book it that we missed the playoffs.
Yikes.
100%.
Jeez.
As a Dolphins fan, you could book it. Like, there's no way. Like, it has. That's why it's like this is the must win. It's not because if you win this and then you lose one to the, Patriots or Jets, it's different. Like going into that one game, it's like this is the one game. When you got 2 games, it happened last year with against the Titans. We started off, I think, like 0-6 or some shit, 0-5. Then we won 7 straight games, and we needed to win that Titans game to make the playoffs, and we folded. Like when there's that pressure, Tua cracks. Like he's good with no pressure. He walks in the room and there's no pressure. Oh, he's putting up 6 touchdowns against the Ravens. You put a little bit of pressure on him on that road trip, 0-3, can't throw to his receivers all of a sudden. He's never played the sport of football. Like he's not good under pressure. But that's why we got to win this game so that there is no pressure and it's
He's not that guy. He's not that guy. I'm sorry. I stand by my statement. I feel like, y'all need to go for Lamar.
Not that guy.
He's not that guy.
He's
Lamar
accurate as fuck though, man. This guy puts that shit on the money, dog.
Yeah, but when any adversity, he folds like a lawn chair, dude. He can't handle adversity. I'll take a mental tough quarterback over an accurate quarterback all day.
You'll take Gardner Minshew over Tua?
I don't know about all that.
That boy mentally tough. He been rocking a mullet for like 6 years. That boy mentally tough.
That boy, he can take anything. I mean, if you can wear a mullet for 6 years, nothing can stop you, boy.
All right, so before we go on to this fantasy football talk, I just want to clarify something real quick. Aaron Rodgers' worst season is right now, and Tua's best season is right now. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Aaron Rodgers is completing 64.9% of his passes, 3,093 yards, 23 TDs, 10 interceptions. Tua is completing 64.8% of his passes, 3,238 passing yards, 24 TDs, 5 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers is still nasty on his worst year. I want you guys to know that, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, there goes that man. Come on, man. How you gonna take from Aaron Rodgers? He's the GOAT, man. He's the best. He's one of the best.
You gotta give Tua some love, Tricky. 24 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
His best season, 100%.
He's that guy.
Look at the weapons he has, dog. Look at the weapons he has. And Aaron Rodgers.
What does that matter?
Look at Aaron Rodgers with the Aaron Rodgers.
Real quick. 153 rushing attempts for Munster, 44 rushing attempts for Wilson. Obviously, he got traded before the trade deadline to the Dolphins. Aaron Rodgers has 3,000 passing yards, okay? 181 rushing attempts for Aaron Jones, 154 rushing attempts for A.J. Dillon. And Aaron Rodgers still has 3,000 passing yards on his worst season.
That's crazy.
I want you to clarify that shit right quick. That's insane,
crazy.
dude. That's insane. But yeah, man. Dolphins versus Packers Sunday, Christmas Day. Johnny got Dolphins. Tricky got Packers. I got Packers.
Damn.
Nah, man, get the fuck out of here. Nah, I don't want that shit. That's just like a bad omen. That's like the Drake verse.
Fuck that. Book it. Hit him with the Charles Barkley. Guaranteed.
I need to get this keyboard set up with some noises. Booyaka. All right. So this week, y'all play each other in the second round of the fantasy playoffs. And before we get into it, I just want to give you guys a round of applause because you guys have came from the gutter up to the playoffs. Both of y'all. Johnny, first year playoff appearance. I know it feels good. Tricky, 2 years in a row playoff appearance. But before that, yeah, we're trash. But I want to give you your flyer.
Like
he's talking like he made the playoffs this year or something.
I did not make playoffs this year. I've clarified that the last 2 fantasy videos
Okay.
and the
Hey, one
last
more time for the
podcast.
people in the back. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So this week you guys play each other. It's gonna be a dope matchup. Right now, Johnny is projected to win. So we're gonna start off with Johnny right quick. All right. Johnny, looking at your team
Yeah.
from the top of the dome, who do you think is gonna put up the most points for you to win this week? And who do you think you're kind of iffy about and worried about?
I don't want to say who I think who I think is gonna put up the most points. I feel like who needs to put up the most points is
Okay.
Tua. I feel like Tua has to be a touchdown quarterback this week. He has to get like 2 to 3 touchdowns at least. Because if I'm getting good quarterback play, I feel like even with Nick Chubb being, not on his, he's a little shaky right now, and that's
Shaky Warrior.
that even though he's been shaky the past couple of weeks, like he's been giving me only like 9, 11, like he hasn't been getting me those 20 plus games that I need from him. But I feel like if Tua solidified at the quarterback position, then I could survive with Nick Chubb giving me 12 points, because Joe Mixon's going to get at least a touchdown in his yards. JJ's going to put up 20, 30 points. D-Hop going to give me, at least 12 with no quarterback, at least 12.
6, that nigga ain't gonna do shit.
And I got the waiver wire steal of the year. I got fucking Knox at tight end. Picked him up last week, and he gave me 21 to beat Ernie. So, I think it's going to be his target's been going up. I think he's going to be a solid tight end for me. And Dolphins haven't gotten a pick 6 in a while. Pick 6 on Christmas from the Dolphins. So that's how I'm feeling. I feel like it's got to be Tua, and the rest of the team is going to do what they've been doing all season. So.
All right, Trick, let's stick with Johnny's team for now. Then we'll jump to your team a little later. You looking at Johnny's team, who are you most worried about, and who are you looking at like, yeah, he ain't gonna do shit?
D-Hop all day.
Do you think that he's not gonna do anything?
Not a damn thing. D-Hop and Marquise Brown
Kyler
over there.
Mary's out.
Yeah,
Kyler
yeah.
Mary's
D-Hop
out.
and Marquise Brown over there doing rock, paper, scissors on the sideline. Like it's it's sad because Marquise Brown was one of my best producing receivers. But after Kyler Murray is out, it's like, what do you do? So I know D-Hop is not going to produce more. Though I know for a fact who's producing on his team is Justin Jefferson, because I had Kirk Cousins all year, and I see Kirk Cousins dropping 13, 14 points, and I'm like, dang, he has like 300 yards. How's that even possible? And then I'm looking at Justin Jefferson, 30 points. The boy's averaging 30 points, which is insane.
Yeah, projected 24.89 right now. Jeez.
Insane. And they're playing Washington, I believe.
New York.
Oh, this is gonna be a great game.
The Giants. That's right. They're playing the Giants.
I can't wait to see that game. This is gonna be a really good game. Yeah, I'm not. Then again, if anybody don't know, now you know. But I beat Johnny all year. You know what I mean? Not once, not twice. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry, not once, but twice. And it is gonna be a third time. I'm sorry, I should have corrected myself again. It's gonna be a third time. You feel me? Johnny's my son. Look at him. Son. That's my son, man. I ain't worried about nothing. My team's gonna produce. This is my year. I'm going for that right there. I'm going for that ring this year, that belt. Whatever we do, I'll just hope it's something cool, because I definitely want to wear the belt. I want to pop the belt in the bar, drinking an old fashioned like a real man. And give me a hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
All right. So just looking at your team, 100%, I think Justin Jefferson isn't going to go off. That guy goes off each and every week. There's no way of stopping that man. Even if you, like what happened to Brian Robinson, thank God he survived it. He got shot in the knee. Even if Justin Jefferson gets shot in the knee, he'll still go out there and put up 25 no matter what. So that's nothing. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But the one dude, just because of the matchup right now, the one dude that I am worried about your team is Joe Mixon, because New England's defense is going to come back on a tear after last week of losing to the Las Vegas Raiders in that crucial whatever the hell that play was at the end of
I
the
know
game
Bill
that the
Belichick.
Raiders
Nah.
won in the last second of the game, they're gonna come back with a hungry damn stomach and heart, and they're gonna come blazing. So I think that defense has been all year on a tear when it comes to the rush defense. So having Joe Mixon out there, he's gonna have to catch more passes than I think rush attempts if he wants to be a factor in that game. But I think Joe Mixon is the one that I'm really looking at your team really worried about. I would say the next maybe Juju because of Seattle's defense, but you got Patrick Mahomes, so anything can happen with Patrick Mahomes. So I would
Yeah.
say Joe Mixon is the one that I'm
And
looking at that's like pretty.
that was like a big decision that I was on between Christian Kirk and Juju. And I just feel like Juju's targets have been through the roof lately. He's been getting like between 8 and 10 targets a game.
Yeah.
And that Cowboys defense to me is a little more intimidating uh, than the Seahawks defense. And the Seahawks got to worry about Travis Kelce. They got to worry about Mahomes on the run. They got to worry about, all their other receivers. So I think Juju can sneak away with some more big plays. Christian Kirk, Cowboys going to be like, I'm going to let Zay Jones beat me. Christian Kirk ain't doing shit. So that's why I went with Juju. Joe Mixon, I feel like, yeah, the Patriots defense is good, but I think they're just gonna score so much that they're gonna end up running the ball second half. Like I think it's gonna be a big win for the Bengals because they need a win. So I don't see Joe Mixon being an issue. My issue with Joe Mixon is if they split carries with
Ryan. That's another thing I was gonna mention.
That's the only thing. I got both of them. So,
both of them, but I can't play both of them.
I can't play both of them unless Nick Chubb is out, and I got both of them.
Play both of them.
That's gonna be
Go ahead,
crazy.
do it.
All right, play Brock Purdy. Play Brock Purdy.
Purdy, I'm gonna play. You know what I want to do with Purdy? I'm gonna put Purdy on my champions when I beat you this round, and I'm in my championship. I'm gonna put Purdy as my starting quarterback because that's how much I believe in that kid, man. We're looking at a great right now.
So put him right now. What you?
Nah, I got Kirk Cut. I need that offset. I need that offset. I need that Justin Jefferson offset with Kirk Cousins. I need that beep 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 beep. I need that.
Justin Jefferson starting at running back this week. So let's see what you're gonna do about that.
I hope Justin Jefferson tears his ACL.
Yo.
The binga.
Hey, but it's okay. It's okay. An ACL is like 6 months now. He's good. He's good.
Just curse yourself. I hope you know that.
Yeah. Justin Jefferson, you good, bro. I'm not wishing
You good,
bad
bro? Yo, bro.
I'm not wishing bad on you, bro. I just want your ACL to blow up.
This is what I hope for. I hope he's smashing a baddie from the club. He stubs his toe on the edge of the bed, fractures his toe. He's out 6 weeks. I'll take that.
All right, Trick. Looking at your team, the same thing. Who do you think is gonna pop off, and who do you think you're kind of like, damn, bro, like this guy is gonna make me regret it?
Ayuk is not doing anything for me since Purdy started, and I feel like there's no chemistry between Ayuk and Purdy. So I gotta take it. What it is what it is. And I know for a fact that's gonna ball. Believe it or not, is AJ Brown. I think him and that boy, that Philly boy with the little stash. They're gonna light up the city. I think Philly's gonna light up the city. I think they have a really good team. I think everybody's just hungry, man. They want that ring. They want that. They just trying to dominate. They want to win. So I feel like that AJ Brown's gonna have a 30-point game. I think AJ Brown's gonna give me nine receptions, 10 targets. He drops one ball because they're trying to get that chemistry right. But he ends up getting a whopping 150 yards.
Whopping.
And 2 TDs. And that's going to be the reason I smashed Johnny. Pause. But I smashed Johnny. And I go to the next round. And Los Bandoleros Fantasy Football League, baby. I already know Josh Jacobs going to ball. Austin Eckler's going to ball. Them boys are balling, man. Those were the best pickups of the year, man. Them boys are balling.
The boys are balling.
Man.
What you think, Johnny?
I think his running backs got it. I think with Josh Jacobs and Eckler, I think combined you're looking at like close to 50 points off both of them.
Facts.
I'm not gonna front.
That's expected. You gotta expect that.
His receiver core though should look a little shaky washy, boy. That shit look like I haven't eaten all day. That's what that shit look like.
Wishy washy.
So I think AJ Brown could have a good game, but he's going up against a Cowboys defense that, is coming off of some bad losses. Like, I think they're trying to, step it up and against Gardner Minshew, who's not a bad quarterback, but I just think it takes time to have some chemistry with like a quarterback, and it's not gonna be 2 touchdowns, 150 yards. Like, I don't think the Cowboys are gonna let that shit happen. Like, they'll let everybody else beat them. Running game might go good. They're probably gonna use Miles Sanders a lot. Like, that might be where they pop off in the game. I don't think AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown fantasy wise might put up like under 15. Like, I'm looking at like 12. That's what I'm seeing for AJ Brown. And Ayuk under 10. I'm giving Tricky about 108. Between 108 to 115. I think my team needs to put up at least like, what we're projected to, 126. So, and it'll be 126, 115. Johnny gets the humble dub, carries on into the championship game with a little chip on his shoulder.
I'm gonna print out your face and put it on a punching bag today.
Okay.
And just whop on it after what you just try my team, and just think about all the stuff you were saying about my team right now. My receiving core, AJ Brown. You know what? Don't worry. I'm just gonna print it out. I'm gonna record it.
You know what I think? You know what I think is the key for you? Kittle,
yeah.
I think tight end play is where our game is gonna be decided.
Yeah.
Between Knox and Kittle. That's gonna be like.
Put Knox in because you got Higbee in.
No, I have Knox in. I already switched it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, but Knox is not that guy. Knox has only been doing good for the last 3 or 4 weeks. That's getting stopped.
That's what he needs right now.
He's a target. He's a favorite target for Josh Allen. Whenever Josh Allen, he looks 1-2, there's nothing there.
Yeah, that's why they paid him.
Going across the field, he'd be like, "Here, take it."
Yeah, I wish that was the case because I had Knox in another league, and Knox didn't do a damn thing for me. Knox is the reason why I'm not in the playoffs.
No, at the beginning of the year, he didn't do that.
Yeah, Knox. If I ever see Knox in public, I understand he's probably like 6'5", 220. But me and Knox got to talk. Like, yo, my man, like, you wasn't asking for the ball like them first 6 weeks, dog. Like, what's good? What happened? And
that was crazy. The only reason I even picked them up, bro, I was winning all these games with Higbee and Gesicki, swapping them between tight end, and they were both giving me donuts. I'm talking 0.00 points for like 3-4 weeks. I was like, yo.
Yikes.
Fuck this shit. Even if it's a waiver that gives me 3 points, like, I'm taking that nigga on the team. Fuck it. So Knox was available, and I was like, against Miami, he might put up numbers. And boy gave me 21. So
yikes.
One.
Hey, you do so.
I'm gonna be singing that to Knox all weekend. 21.
So I see Eckler balling the hell out, especially against the Indianapolis Colts team that just got shitted on by the Vikings in the second half last week. I think that he's going to pop off for sure. I think the Chargers are going to see how Dalvin Cook cooked his ass, and they're going to utilize Eckler for sure. I think he's going to be the highest scoring person on your team. Jacobs is going to be right behind him. Like Johnny said, they're going to probably put up 50. That's what's going to really help you a lot. And then Kittle's gonna be a key también, but AJ Brown, I do not see him even getting more than 10 fantasy points. Dallas is gonna come out. Let me talk about that game right quick. Dallas is gonna come out.
Break that down.
Dallas is gonna come out in this game and show why they're the best defense in the league. They're gonna show that their offense has been trashed for the past like 10 weeks, and they have to step it the fuck up this week. And they will against the number 1 team in the NFL. And that's going to be shutting down A.J. Brown because Minshew, he'll probably throw for 170 yards, 1 TD, and 1 interception. He's not going to do crazy work. He's going to have most of his targets with the second string wide receivers because that's who he's been throwing to in practice. He hasn't been throwing to A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith. He's been throwing to these second string wide receivers, and that's who's really going to get most of the targets. A.J. Brown, I'm telling you, 10 or less fantasy points, 100%. And that's going to be the only thing is that you have way better matchups than Johnny. So this is why I'm going to pick you to win, that you have better matchups than Johnny. But if your running backs do not score those 50 points, it's going to fucking fuck you, bro. Like, for real. It's going to be tough for you to win. But if you get Jacobs and Eckler to put 25 each, and it could happen because it's been happening the whole damn year. Yeah.
They've gotten 30.
Yeah.
One's gotten 48. So don't be over here talking about my team, dog.
I'm just saying.
Listen,
AJ
dog,
Brown is not getting.
AJ Brown's gonna ball, dog. I'm not trying to hear none of that. You feel me? All that negativity. All that negativity.
Hey, I'll just give you my analyst.
All due respect, homie. All due respect.
Yo, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. No, but yeah, I mean,
you're making great points. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. You said everything. Like you said it.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm going with Tricky for sure, because of the matchups. He has way better matchups than you, Johnny, especially when it comes to the running back game. And we all know that fantasy relies on the running backs. And Joe Mixon is going up against the Patriots, #1 rush defense in the league. New Orleans Saints, Nick Chubb is kind of playing on an iffy, and the Browns don't really have contention to win anything. So they may be like,
they are trying to. If they win out, they could potentially get like a playoff spot.
If they win every single game,
they only have 7 losses, right?
I think they're 4-10, dude.
Nah, hell no.
I don't know. There's not crazy like that. They're 6-8. They're 6-8. Yeah. So they do still have a chance, 100%.
So they are trying to win. After this game, if they were to lose, then it's like, all right, like they could,
Yeah. So I'll retract what I said about Nick Chubb. But the thing is that he's still playing on an injured foot, and obviously,
I got Kareem Hunt. I might put Kareem Hunt in the mix.
Yeah, no, I was looking to see if I could pick him up off waivers, and Tricky
guess who got him? Guess who got him, baby?
Because
playing chess.
If Nick Chubb is out and Tricky puts in Kareem Hunt for Ayuk on his flex, Jesus Christ.
Throw him on.
Nick Chubb gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be a dope matchup, 100%. I think it's gonna come down to the wire. I don't think anybody's gonna win by like more than 10 points. Whoever does win is gonna be like 5, 6, 7 points around there.
0.5.
Yeah, I hate those.
I'd rather lose
those are the.
I'd rather lose by 40 than lose by 0.5.
Facts. I'll break my computer. I'll delete the podcast. Never again.
I'll block Tricky on everything. I'm not hearing from that man till we start gearing up for next season. I'll join the chat again.
I would like go to your job every day. I'll put a banner on like it's not the FTX arena anymore.
Yeah.
The Bang Bros. I hope it's Bang Bros. I'm going for Bang Bros.
I'll be fired.
Bang Bros.
I'll be fired.
BB8. No, the BBC. They're going to call it the BBC.
The Bang Bros Center.
I love it. I'm going to put it right there. I'll pay the money like, yo, I want to say Johnny's my son, 0.5, baby.
Stupid ass. But yeah, Johnny's projected to win right now 126.51. Tricky is 123.33. Still got a few more days left. You got none of you have people playing today, right?
No. And then Tricky has, who is it that he has playing Monday?
Eckler.
Oh
Eckler.
I was like,
and you got everybody on Sunday.
Everybody on
Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
There Monday and just watch and just see what happens. Like
doom. It's like infinite doom. You just don't know what's gonna happen.
You need to be up on Tricky by at least 20.
Yeah.
On Monday.
More.
I'm saying at least 20.
For me to feel comfortable, I gotta see the number 30. I gotta see a 30-point lead to be like, all right. If Eckler has his best game of the season, then like, what the fuck am I gonna do about it? But like, anything under 30, I'm gonna be shitting bricks. I'm gonna be like, yo,
crazy.
Oh my god!
Crazy.
And last time, Tricky knows. He remembers, of course. He remembers all of his victories. That I've never beaten Tricky in our fantasy league. I've beaten all of you guys multiple times. Never beaten Tricky.
Whoa, multiple times. Whoa, relax.
Yeah, multiple times.
You beat me once.
Right?
You beat me once.
I beat you twice this year.
We played twice? When?
Yes.
Lies.
I don't know.
Check the facts, brother. Check the
Check
facts.
But I've beaten you in the other seasons too, at least once. I know for sure I've beaten everybody at least.
I think last
Close
year,
to twice. I've beaten everybody, and I've never beaten Tricky. I've lost to him every year.
Every year. Now, last year, we weren't doing this podcast. Everybody that's watching. But I was down 80 points going into a Monday.
I only played you once this year.
Oh, you only once, and you lost, right?
Yeah, I lost.
Yeah. That was the graduation meme that I did of him.
Yeah.
Damn. Gotta love it. But let's go back. So last year I was down 80 points. I only had Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews left, and I'm down 80
on Monday night.
On a Monday night football, baby. Prime time. Lights on, lights, camera, action. Boy, go up. 81 points on Johnny. This is unfair. I had a 1% chance of beating Johnny. You know what? You know how crazy
Yeah, facts.
Is?
You did. You fucking did.
I had a 1% chance of beating this guy, man. And anything is possible in fantasy football, baby.
Yeah, man. No, especially what happened a few weeks ago against Ernie, bro. I had 5 points. No, not even. I was up on Ernie with fucking 2 points. And Kyler Murray gets injured in the first quarter of the fucking game. And he had Hunter Henry, he hadn't put up more than 3 points all year. And then he gets 15.
I just think the fantasy gods are watching, bro, and they know who's gonna win. They know who they want to win. So at the end of the day, it's just I set my lineup and I walk away.
You walk away?
Hands up.
Yeah, all right. Walk away.
Hands up.
You're gonna be like this.
I'm gonna be like at 12:59, like rearranging my whole shit.
That's what loses games, bro.
Yeah.
It's already happened to me this season. That's what loses games.
That's what happened to me and Kyler Murray and Trevor Lawrence. I had Trevor Lawrence in, and then I put in Kyler Murray on fucking Saturday night.
Yeah.
I'm sick for you. I'm sorry, brother.
Dude.
That would have been that. You would have been in the playoffs. All right.
Yeah, I would have been in the playoffs, 100%.
Yep.
I would have beat Johnny.
That was a must-win game for you.
The only person that would have beat me last week would have been Tricky.
Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, most points, baby. Most points.
30. I put up like some shit.
You put up 122 or something like that. I put up 133. And I was like, man, my team ball no matter what. Boy, I'm telling you, y'all niggas in trouble, man.
Oh yeah. You had 129.66. Tricky had 133. No, Steve would have beat you if you would have played him. He would have beat you by a point. Yeah.
Everybody else would have lost though, right?
Yep. Even Adonis. I would have beat Adonis if I was fucking fucking cock.
Damn, that would have been amazing. Jerseys. All right, so next jersey, I definitely want, because Adonis is losing to Steve.
Don't jinx yourself, Baba. We're still in this week. Don't jinx yourself.
No, talk about the jersey you want. Talk about the jersey you want.
Nah, you're right. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna talk to myself. I'm gonna talk to myself. This is how I hide myself every week. I'm screaming in the mirror. I wake up first thing 6:30 in the morning. I spit at the mirror and I tell the mirror, nobody's fucking better than you. All right? Nobody's better than you. That's how I start my day, baby. That's what I tell. That's what I spit at the. Who's better than you? Nobody's fucking better than you. Let's go. Let's get this money. And that's how I start my day.
Doing that shit Sunday morning, but I'm putting your face on my mirror instead of me.
Record yourself doing it. Tell your girl to record it. I'll put that shit as a promo.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's a promo. Those Bandoleros fantasy football. Welcome to the
Tricky. This is how we know it's cosmically lined up, bro. It's Dolphins, Packers, and Tricky Johnny in the fucking playoffs right now.
It's a huge, I'm talking about huge. This is massive.
This week, talking that I've been whole dynamic as friends, like the whole dynamic we have right now can shift this week. It either's like son forever or you're not my dad. It's one or the other. Like that's what it's gonna be.
Oh man. And then you know what's more amazing about this, this win or this win, is that
win.
I'm not whatever. is that this will be the first time I make the championship. This is the first time I'll be in the fantasy football Super Bowl. And I just want to say I hate, George, you can suck it easy, baby.
Hey, you still haven't won yet, Papa. That curse lives on, bro.
Easy. I want you to make eye contact when you suck it easy, baby.
Hey, look, this is me and this is y'all. This is me, right here, and this is y'all.
All right,
hey, but it's gonna be dope for sure. We got Johnny playing against Tricky, obviously, and then we got Steve playing against Adonis in the semifinal round. Next week will be the championship round. Guys, I appreciate you guys for coming on. If you guys have any plug-in.
Quick takes. Who's winning, Adonis and Steve?
Steve is projected to win right now. I'm going to just say the projection. Steve is projected to win 120.06. Adonis, 113.03. So Steve is projected to win, but I still think Adonis will be Steve because Jonathan Taylor is out. And he will not be coming back. He will not be back this season. He's out till next season. So it's going to be tough for Steve, for sure. It's going to be tough.
Of the first round, dog. Curse of
first
the
pick.
First round. That is real. You've seen it.
Oh, man. You guys got any plugins? Any plugins y'all want to put, man?
Again, when my plugin is always gonna be the same. I want to shout out my girl Skin page, Real Skin Talk. Listen, everybody, I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to report right now. We got a lot of people getting scams, not scams, but they're using the Real Skin Talk, basically page. I need you to report it. It's I'll put the link in the under the video.
It's at Real Skin Talk _. That's the fake page.
That's the fake page, but now they changed it and now they put Real Skins on the S on the talk. Now they trying to get very crafty with them. If you're watching this, you probably will be watching this. My man, I'm going to find you. Your IP address is on the way. I'm going to your house. I'm breaking both of your legs.
Johnny, you got anything, man?
I just plug in my music, stream Jonnysayword on all platforms. I'm gonna look like a dickhead if I don't plug in my girl too. So at Franny Tings, anything you need for photography, set design, graphics, all that shit, she could hook you up. And if you want to listen to Fire Sports Talk, I'm gonna plug in one more person at GMike Media. Tune in. Boy's doing work. He's gonna keep doing what my team is doing and leveling up and reaching the top,
Oh, man. Yeah, I guess I got to plug in my girl, too. If y'all don't know, she does tours in Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios because she's there all the damn Hey, my guys, follow me on my social media, Twitter at GeorgeMike Perez, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMike Media _. And then the podcast, the audio version is available on all podcast platforms under the G Perspective. My boys, thank you and good luck to each of you. You guys are in the playoffs. You guys do not have to wear a dress to win wood. At least be happy about that. Hey, but I appreciate you guys for coming on, man. And hopefully, whoever wins will be back next week, be on the championship round podcast, man.
Yes, sir.